Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Ready? 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Gotta do better. Go. Hey, check right, check right. Deep grip.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds Douglas complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
55. Nice 57. Get it.
Looking to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd down. It's Shepard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Just like that.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
51. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Motion. Mike 51.
On 2nd down now, it's Shepard. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 40-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll set up to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And able to find Kirk complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. Well, the ball is out. Michelle lost it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots nothing.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Here we go, deep.
On 1st down, Shepard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, it's Shepard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Darnold now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Let him know.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great...
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there's an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Damian Ratley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's Darnold to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On second down now, it's Shepard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run. And just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Darnold. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A gain of 29 yards.
Darnold now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down.
Check. 53's mine.
Darnold from the gun. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. I'm coming.
Darnold to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll run on first down. Shepard, he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Shepard. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 45-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Oh, lady. Mike 51.
From the 36, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to look deep down and got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
On the ready. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jets' 48-yard line.
Jim.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 11. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right. He finds Douglas complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 more yards there and another first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Rattler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, it's Shepard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
To throw is Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He's been terrific so far. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, you put those big cans down on the sideline and then angle for them and then chop for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. On the ground is Michel, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And it's Michel once again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gators.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The 49-yard line.
51 to Mike. I got you. I got you.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Shepard. 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Next to score, Jets 20, Patriots 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Patriots take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Off the draw, here's Michelle. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Back to throw now on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Get ready. Get ready.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
I'm coming after you.
Second and long. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Complete to Trey Quinn. Brings up third down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Hey, Zoo. 50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 50.
They'll look to throw here.
Come on.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Right back to him on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Now a give, right side. Shepard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, it's Shepard, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
They're going to try the jet sweep on third and long. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. Here's the Jets punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch his slam, watch his slam. Watch his slam.
Wahoo!
Slam, slam, slam. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go.
Here go.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
We play to win. Let's go.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the